make it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much longer. Man, I've been waiting all night now.
HBO Sports presents BALCO Investagation, starring Jim Cherry.
Hello, I'm your host, Jim Cherry, and welcome to HBO Sports. Today we're going to discuss Anil Varghese and the issues surrounding the BALCO investigation. I have with me today three of Mr. Varghese's colleagues. Mr. Ashish Patel.
What's up, everybody?
Who was his trainer for 5 years before getting fired. We have Mr. Senan Paulos.
Holla!
A colleague from Indo-Pak football and softball. And lastly, we have Mr. Vikas Choksi, who used to be his teammate in Indo-Pak basketball. To start off, I know you all were good friends with him, so he had his share of various outbursts. My question is, was roids the issue? His attitude towards his teammates and friends, his excessive weight gain, and now finally his injuries. Ashish, what are your thoughts on it?
For the first 5 years when Anil worked out with me, he was making good progress. He started at a weight of around 140, started slowly putting on good muscle, which got him to about 160. But in the last 2 years, he blew up. He went from 160 to 215. Now how in the world can someone do that unless he's using steroids? Look at his head. It's the size of a beach ball. Not to mention all the crazy rages he's having, beating up all his friends. Tried to smack me once, but I slapped him a couple times, put him in his place. Maybe that's why he doesn't train with me anymore.
This segment of HBO Sports is brought to you by Johnny Walker Black Label. Don't leave home without it. Okay, so let's move on to Senan Paulos. Senan, in recent years, have you noticed Anil's had a lot of injuries? Have you any idea why that is?
Think about it. When you're on steroids for a long time and you stop taking them, what happens? Remember Nomar Garcia-Parra? He was an everyday player. He stopped taking it, and now he's injury-riddled. Same situation with Anil. For example, a simple softball game. He swings a bat, and he tears his labrum. It's really sad, the fact that like a guy that big is that fragile. I mean, even Nemo's probably tougher than he is. Another example is when we played football. His upper body was so big and his lower body was so small that he blew out one of his knees. Now, he has to walk like Frankenstein. Like, anyway, regardless of, if he denies it or not, he's still a good friend of mine, and, I will support him as long as he doesn't take his roid rage out on me.
Lastly, we have Vic Choksi, who was a former teammate of Anil in the Indo-Pak Basketball Association. Vic, tell us your experiences playing with Anil.
Well, Jim, the rages were always there. It was like playing with another Shaq, except Anil's only about 5 feet tall. He was always a good ball player though, but if someone even looked at him wrong, it would always turn into a brawl. He basically led the whole league with technical fouls like Rasheed Wallace. It was kind of scary. In his recent years, I do see a decline in his play though. I think it's because he messed up his other knee as well. But I guess when your upper body weighs like 300 pounds and your lower body only weighs 20 pounds, that's what tends to happen. Whatever the case may be, I'm behind him 100%. If I have to testify, I'll play coolest, because after all, he still does have one good arm he can punch me with.
When I want to relax, I pop a bottle of Kingfisher Premium. Unlike Gatorade, it quenches my thirst.
I'd like to thank all our guests tonight for their great interviews. Anil has been an icon in the sports world and is innocent until proven guilty. In my eyes, he may look like a gorilla and act like a gorilla, but all the records that he's broken and all the arms that he's broken are legit. I just hope he figures out things with his substance abuse problem, and now that he's going to get married and start a family. Mr. Varghese, good luck to you, and we will be pulling for you. Once again, tonight's sponsor is Johnny Walker Black. Keep walking.
Make it, do it makes us smaller, better, faster, stronger.